Hi, welcome to How to Repair. Is your oven fan motor running constantly even with both of the controls turned off? Or is it not working at all? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how both types of cooling fan motor work, and also show you how to test it, replace it, and diagnose problems why it may be running all the time or not running at all. There are two systems that were put into most cookers. You have the fan system that looks like this, and you have the cylindrical one that looks like this. This sometimes is called a tangential fan, and I think I got that correct. They both are controlled either with thermostatic system or they are controlled with the actual timer units, meaning that the programs are set to run the fan motor for a period of time after the cooker has been turned on. The thermostatic system works in a different way. The thermostat will only activate at a certain temperature. For example, 70 degrees, the fan motor would actually come on. And sometimes these thermostats can become faulty and leave the fan motor running constantly, even with the power off. So let's take this appliance off the worktop and have a look at it, and let me explain the whole process to you. Okay, here we have a built-in appliance, and this video will apply to freestanding cookers as well. The air is drawn into the appliance through the holes that you can see on the side here, and normally at the back as well. The cool air is drawn into this cavity to cool all the electrics in this area. It is then expelled through the actual front here. And if I turn this cooker on and turn the fan motor on, you can see the fan motor drawing actual air. This is drawing air from this area down into the cavity here, and if you put your hand at the front of the door, you will feel the cold air being blown out, or warm air if the oven is hot. It does not matter which fan motor you have on your actual cooker. The actual way it works, on the timed units, which is done with the electronic circuit board or timer, it actually sets a run time. As soon as you turn the thermostat on, the actual cooling fan will start running. But if you turned it off immediately, it would stop. But when you cook for half an hour to an hour, then it will set a run time depending on how long you cook for. This is all controlled with the timer unit. So if we were cooking for an hour and a half at 200 degrees, it may set the running time for this actual fan motor for up to 20 minutes. Now with the thermostatic system, this is very different. The thermostats are normally located at the top of the oven somewhere. Do not get confused with sometimes a cut-off thermostat, which this cooker has at the back. The thermostats are designed to come on at a preset temperature. This thermostat is actually designed at 70 degrees. And if I explain this for you, and I just drop a board in here so I can put my multimeter on. Setting the multimeter up onto continuity. This thermostat, when it's cold, is open circuit, meaning it's not allowing electricity to pass through to the fan motor. Once the cavity inside here gets to 70 degrees, this thermostat will then have continuity, meaning it will allow electricity to go through to the motor so the motor starts running. Once the cavity is getting cold after you've finished cooking, this thermostat below 70 degrees will then become open circuit again, turning the power off to the actual motor. Sometimes these thermostats can actually stick, and they do not either turn off or they will not turn on. This means that the thermostat might need replacing. The thermostatic system I much prefer personally. The reason I say this is the thermostatic system actually is a better safe system than the timed version. Even if you had a power cut and the power came back on, this thermostat would automatically activate if it was above temperature, turning the fan on immediately again. Where the electronic version would actually turn off, lose its programming, and therefore the fan motor would not be running when the power to the house came back on. Also, the thermostat will only cost you somewhere in the region of less than £20, but if the timer system fails, this can be over £150 to replace a timer, which makes it far more expensive than the older system. When it comes to testing or replacing a fan motor, whether you have the cylindrical type or this type here, it is very easy, and some manufacturers are really stepping up their game with the Right to Repair Act. This manufacturer is Beko, and they've actually put an identification label not only with the part number written on, which is 210481930. This motor is identified with the genuine part number, but the manufacturer has also had the decency to put the ohms reading that they would expect on this motor, so you're able to test it. Disconnecting the cooker from the electric, disconnecting the two wires, turning your meter to ohms, and I've set it onto a 2K range, turning the meter on, I'm able to test across the windings, and I can see that I've got 581, which is within the area of accuracy that the manufacturer has put on here, which is 566 ohms. To replace the motor is straightforward. Taking the earth wire off, using a screwdriver, just undo the two screws that hold the motor onto the actual ducting unit, then twisting the motor because it has got a locking mechanism, the motor will come away. Easy to replace. With the cylindrical type, it is normally the same procedure, but you only have to undo the screws to actually remove it from its ducting unit. To replace it, drop the motor in, twist it to lock it in place, and replace the screws. Reconnect the wiring, and there we go. If your cooker fan motor is open circuit or you do not have an ohms reading, this means that the windings may have failed and it will need replacing. But on other occasions, the motor can actually be running exceedingly slow, meaning that the phosphorus bronze bearings that are in the motor have filled up with dirt and grime from the cooking process over a period of time. This can actually restrict the speed of the motor, and therefore it is unable to extract the hot air that is in here out of the cooker. On both occasions, you will need to replace the motor. We carry thermostats and motors for all cookers. You only have to follow the link in the description below. We have hundreds of cooker videos at the website to assist you in any repairs from replacing any components on these cookers. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, as that keeps us going. And there we go. I hope this video helped you fix your cooker or oven. Remember, if you have any further questions, I will need your brand, your model number, and a detailed description of the fault. Or you could upload a video to YouTube and send us the link. You can either use the comments below or the contact us page at the website, and the link is in the description below. And if you do need any parts for your cooker or oven, remember some parts are serial number dependent, so make sure you have all the relevant information before ordering the parts. Thank you very much indeed for watching this video. If we really helped you, you can always click on the Bipolar Beer page to support the website, as that's what keeps us going and able to make these videos for you. Thank you very much indeed for watching.
How to repair shows you how to fix it now. How to save cash by repairing it now. Got the parts, we'll show you how. DIY fixing started now. Washing machines, cookers, ovens, dishwashers, extractors, hobs, fridges, freezers,